Hey, my name's Jared. I'm with The Root Note, and today I'm going to show you how to make a really delicious espresso. So whether you've got a commercial machine or a home machine, the basic principles are going to be the same. Grind your coffee well, grind your coffee fresh, and weigh everything. Good espresso comes down to proportions. That's actually kind of the secret of espresso. We usually use 1 gram of coffee for every 2 grams of water. If you dose 18 grams of coffee like we tend to do, you're going to look for at least 36 grams of liquid espresso under your portafilter. What that's going to help you get is a really nice balance between mouthfeel, sweetness, and bitterness without too much intensity. It's also going to give you an espresso that you can drink on its own in an espresso tonic, one of my favorites, or in a milk drink where you'll get a nice espresso punch through that milk. Espresso, whether you're making it at home or in a shop, you always want to start out the same way: freshly ground coffee into a clean and dry portafilter. On my espresso machine at home, on the espresso machine here, I always keep a nice clean towel that's only used to clean out the baskets. It's important to have a hot portafilter, as when that hot water hits a cold portafilter, it's going to drastically lose temperature and it's going to give you like a really sharp, under-extracted tasting shot. You also want a clean portafilter because you do not want to be drinking coffee that tastes like old coffee grounds. You need a dry portafilter because water always finds more water. So if your portafilter is wet, when you put those grounds in there, the water coming from the machine is going to find the water at the bottom of the portafilter and it's going to favor that path of travel. You're going to get a channel, which is an area that is over-extracted, leaving the rest of the grounds less extracted. What I've done is I've gone ahead and just ground 18 grams of coffee. And what I'm doing right here is I'm just kind of knocking the portafilter to kind of try to get an even distribution of grounds. I'm also going to take a WDT tool, which is a tool made from little needles in a little holder. I'm just going to distribute the grounds around the basket. This is going to help break up any clumps that are formed by static and friction. And it's going to help me break up any pockets of air in the portafilter. Next, we're going to use a tamper to compress the grounds so that there's no air pockets or as few air pockets as possible. I always use a calibrated tamper. These things are amazing. We use them in the shop here. What's great about this is it allows all the baristas to have a really uniform tamp from person to person to person. And it also automatically levels the tamp, so you never have a crooked puck. Crooked is bad when it comes to espresso because if you have a low point or a high point, what's going to happen is water is going to go to the low point in the puck and avoid the high points, and you're not going to fully pull all the flavors from that coffee. Now that we've got everything weighed, dosed, groomed, and distributed, we're gonna brew. This is the fun part. So as I engage the pump, I'm just gonna turn on my timer. I'm looking to achieve about 36 to 40 grams of weight. I dosed 18 grams, so again, double that, 36. Some coffees, a little bit more dilution, so like 40 grams, tastes really good. Sometimes that's not what tastes good. So I'm going to hit the pump and engage as I hit my timer. And I'm just going to be watching on the scale. I want the espresso to drop in about 6-7 seconds. That's usually a pretty good sign. There we go, 7 seconds exactly. It's gonna kind of trickle. I have found this particular coffee, the Cafe Lojo from Idle Hands, a lovely Mexican coffee. This tastes really good, about 30 seconds and about 40 grams of output. That finished just shy of 40 grams and about 26 or 27 seconds, which is gonna be right where I like it. I love serving espresso in glass. I like to see the cascade of gases kind of rising up. I like to see the color of the crema along the surface. And with espresso, you always want to stir to kind of release the aromas and sip. Yeah, that's beautiful. Also, don't be that person. Don't leave your puck in the machine, and always purge your group head to get any of that residual water and coffee off of your equipment, and knock your basket clean and set yourself up for an easier prep on next shot. And with that in mind, a little bit of problem solving. If you find that your shots are running too fast, let's say 5 to 10 seconds too fast. Some things to check would be if your puck of coffee is deep enough for the basket that you're using. If it's not, when the water's hitting it, it might just be disintegrating, breaking apart. Grind finer, that's also a really easy first step. That's gonna help slow down the way the water moves through, where you get a little bit deeper, fuller flavor. Contrastingly, if your shot is running too long, definitely need to grind coarser. Sometimes, especially if you're not using a scale, people overpack the basket as well. So if you are getting just a mess when you take your portafilter off the group, that's a sign that you have too much coffee in there. If you are using a bottomless portafilter like this and stuff is spraying everywhere, you need to distribute those grounds a little bit more. Basically, those are my tips on how to kind of improve your espresso at home or maybe in a shop. Thanks for watching.